Hey guys, Tennessee Yankee, welcome back to the channel. Hey, I am gonna work on a repair today on the Kubota. Let's turn the camera around and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So if you saw my 100-hour video on the LX2610, one of the gripes I had about it was this stupid flap at the steering column. The thing, it's meant to be all tucked in and you can get it to go back in place. But the second you start using the tilt wheel or reach over here and adjust the throttle, sometimes this thing comes out. It's always in the way. It's just never where it's supposed to be, and it's annoying as heck. And in the past, I've contemplated, do I just tear this thing out and get rid of it? And then, I don't want to look at all this either, so I think this has a purpose. It's a terrible design. So when I was doing the video, a lot of you guys commented that you had the same issue, and it was, it wasn't just me. It was kind of annoying to all you guys. And I assume this is not unique to the 2610. I'm sure Kubota does this on a lot of the models. So I'm going to get after a repair today. Have no idea if it's going to work. But we're going to try it and see if we can't make an improvement to this thing. So I think what I'm going to attempt to do here is, I got to find the spot, but I think I'm going to use this area right here in the bottom, just below the bend. So right about here on each side. And then I'm probably going to go in right about here in each corner. I've already felt behind there, and there's nothing behind there, nothing to damage, no wiring, no wiring in any of those corners. So I think that's the area where I'm going to try to secure this to the cowling. Let me show you what I'm going to do that with. So what I think is going to work is these trim rivets. So these are, I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen these. So this particular set I had bought off eBay a long time ago. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them everywhere. But this was a nice assortment size. So we got a bunch of different ones to choose from. And the reason I bought these originally is because you lose them or they break. And then, you don't want to go to the automotive store and pay through the nose to do this. I probably got this whole set for under $15, and I've used probably 30 or 40 of them already. So I think this would work to secure that. So I'm just gonna have to use my awl. I got a marker here. I'll have to figure out kind of what size I want to do, and then I'll just drill a hole and use these push rivets, and I think that's gonna hold it in place just nice. Okay, I think I want to try to start with the smallest one I have here. This is going to take I think it's a 6. Yeah, that's about a 6 millimeter size. And if that doesn't work, I can step up to this size, which I think I could probably get by. And that's gonna go all the way up to about an 8 millimeter size. So I'll start small with the 6, and we'll see if that's enough material. See if that's enough material once we put it over the plastic and push that through, if that's going to actually stay. I also found some of these, but I don't have very many of them. But these are kind of nice too. You just drill a really tiny hole. Just put this little screw and washer through there. That'd also be a solution. But like I said, I only found 2 of those. So I think I'll try this first and see if that, or I'm sorry, try this one first, see if that works, and if not, step up here. So for this one that takes a 6, you probably know how this works, but you can see there it's fitting through, okay? Goes in nice and easy. Once we push that in, that expands the back side there. And now this isn't coming out. Okay, now that I have all this kind of factory positioned again, I actually think one of the more important spots to put one instead of right here is probably at least start in this bottom corner that easily flaps out. It's not quite as much material there, but I think we can make something work down here in one of these corners. This is kind of hard to show you one-handed, and I don't have a tripod here, but what I did is I just pulled down the corner of that rubber and kind of stretched it a little bit, and then I stuck my awl through there. That way it gave me a little bit more material to use. So pretty much, obviously that sticks right through the rubber, and then it nicely marked my hole here where I want to drill. And that's I don't think that's going to work, because that's way too close to the edge for the size hole I need to drill there. So that's not going to work for that one. Those little screws I showed you would work there. So maybe in the bottom corner, I'll use those two little screws. Okay, so there was my awl hole on this bottom right hand corner. So I just drilled a tiny little bit through there. It looks like it's kind of big, but it's not. It's just a tiny little bit. And now I'm going to go ahead and try this first small screw on the right hand side. All right, guys, so look at this bottom right hand corner. I think that's awesome. I just took it in with this little bit here. This was actually a 7/32 head on there. So now I'll put the other one in this bottom corner. Man, I need more of these, because these probably work the best everywhere. And those are probably going to work better than those push pins, but I'll have to see what I can find. So this is the left side. Can you see I just stretched it? I just put my awl through there. You can see the mark in the rubber and then the mark in the plastic. So now I'll go ahead and drill it with my little bit here. You can see how tiny that is. You can see the right side stayed tucked in. That had the screw on it down here. And then so I'll just push my screw through here. I need to fatten that up just a little bit more with the awl. So I got that screw started through there, and then I'll tuck the rubber back in again. So you got this little flange on the back side. So we'll tuck that flange back underneath all the way across. And then we'll stick it in my drill hole, which we kind of got to stretch to get it back over to the hole. I'll probably have to start it before I can completely finish tucking it in. Beautiful. And you can still get behind there. Okay, now it's this side that's sticking out. Okay, so we got the front corner is pretty much secured. Guy could actually put a third one in the middle if he had more of these. So, man, I want more of those things. I'm gonna have to do a little digging. I don't know where they came from, but those are perfect. All right, guys, those work so well. Put me on the search for more like it. I don't exactly have the same thing, but I found 4 more of these in my miscellaneous screw pile. So these are Phillips head instead, but they still have that nice built-in washer. They're probably just about the right size. And that head will allow me to just drill a much smaller hole than using these things. So I think I'm going to continue on with this kind of plan for the rest of the way around. All right, guys, so you can see I got that top left one in. So let me show you again. So I just basically placed this exactly where I want it. I took my awl, which I don't think you can see from here. Yeah, you can't. You can see the hole. So I took my awl, I poked the hole through there completely, and then you can see where that made the indentation here. And when I poked the awl through here first, and then I put it back in place, and then I kind of stretched it a little bit, and then I poke through with the awl to make the mark in the plastic. And that way it gives me a little bit more meat. So now I'll go ahead and drill that and screw the next one in. Okay, so now the screw's back through, and then we'll start it in our hole here. All right, guys, oh my goodness, there you have it. So the bottom two original ones, we had to pivot a little bit to get a little bit different screw in the top ones here. So I put, at the end of the day, let's see, I had 1, 2, 3, 4. I had six places I mounted that. So right there, I put, this is the tightest fit here. You can see the whole rubber piece is tucked in all the way around. So we got one in this corner, and then over on the left side, you know, we got one just next to the lights, and then one up in that corner. So man, overall, look at this thing. We can do this. We're not getting any kind of movement down here. And then I should be able to mess with the throttle as much as I want to without this thing coming out. I mean, it's in there now. If a guy wanted to get really crazy, he could keep going, you know, put one here too, but I don't think that's necessary. I think these 5 points are gonna solve that problem for all you Kubota fellas. All right, this was fun. I love working on a project that you can use materials you have left over and solve a problem. So I appreciate you guys watching. If this is helpful, hey, go ahead and give this a like, share, or subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
Hey guys, Tennessee Yankee. Thanks for watching. If you found this content helpful, go ahead and hit that subscribe button on your right. I have other content linked for you on the left side. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. Thanks again for watching.